Welcome to Trainer Tip Thursday. My name is Sousa. I'm the fitness coordinator from King Campus. Today's tip will be on microdosing your exercise. So when I say microdosing, I really mean just splitting up your workouts into two smaller sessions. So if you're training for an hour and a half a day, what you would do is break that up into two sessions of half an hour to 45 minutes. There's lots of benefits to this. The biggest one, in my opinion, is the mental health benefits of having two workouts a day. So we all know that training, exercise, it increases the production of dopamine and other feel-good chemicals within our body. So having the opportunity for that to happen twice a day is really good for our mental health. Also, exercise helps us be more creative, more productive, helps us remember and retain information. So if we do that twice a day, it's making us a lot more productive. So if we're working from home or studying, this is a great opportunity to take a break and recharge your mind. There's a couple things you want to take into consideration when you're setting up these workouts. What you want to do is make sure that you're splitting it up, and we're not just increasing our frequency of training during the day. So we're not just adding a session, we're breaking up one session, okay? So if we were doing an hour workout, we would break it up into two half-an-hour workouts. We're not doing two full-on workouts. And you want to make sure that you have at least 6 hours in between your sessions, and that we're using either non-competing muscle groups or non-competing modalities. So we could do like an upper body and a lower body, or a chest and back. So we're not using the same muscle groups in the PM session or the afternoon session as we did in our first session. Or we can break it up and we can do weight training in the morning and cardio at night. It's really a matter of what you're currently doing and what your goals are. You also want to make sure that we're warming up properly for each session, so we're not just getting up and hammering out those sessions. You also want to make sure that, again, you're splitting up the work that you would regularly be doing, so in an hour session, instead of adding another workout. I can't stress that enough. This style of training isn't for everybody. If you don't have a healthy relationship with exercise, or if you're very competitive, it's going to be hard for you not to push yourself in both sessions, and that's not the point. The point is to break the session up so it's easier for us to do, and we're more consistent with it, and it's less draining. So if we're just adding work into our day, that's not the goal of these little microdoses of movement, okay? So make sure that before you try this, you have that in mind. Another benefit is that you are able to focus more on your training session. So if you have a list of exercises, if we're being truthful, you have maybe 8 exercises in your workout that you're supposed to complete, and it usually takes you about an hour and a half. Most of the time, you're not 100% engaged in that full workout. So what this allows you to do is focus more on those two separate sessions, because you have a smaller amount of work to do. Okay, so you can focus more on that work. It's also less draining, less daunting. So if you're training for an hour and a half at a high intensity, training is very draining on the body. Okay, it is another stressor. It can help us relieve stress, but if we're training for a high intensity at a long period of time, it actually adds to our stress. Okay, so breaking it up allows us to have less stress after our workouts, and it's less daunting to complete those workouts. So your consistency will increase as well. So I hope you guys can try those sessions out. Again, the most important point is that they're smaller sessions. We're not doing 2 workouts a day at a high intensity or a long duration. We're doing 2 smaller sessions, so just broken up into chunks. So I hope you can try it out, and I hope it's productive for you, and I hope you get good results. Thanks.